1989, I walked through the doors. I came in a normal working class girl from Reading with a thirst for learning and curiosity. That's it, you can't get rid of me now.
When I was walking across that graduation stage, I felt a real sense of accomplishment.
Pride.
Trepidation.
Relief.
The first ever time I came to Portsmouth, it was the most miserable day before I got to that point, and I drove in across the M275. The sun was shining.
It was quite daunting. I hadn't been in a place with that many people, but that soon flipped around because you realise everyone else is more scared than you are.
I really just felt like it was made for me because I was finally great at something.
My fondest memories of my time at Portsmouth have been the friendships that I've made.
It was great moving to a new city and experiencing a variety of different things.
You are encouraged to do more.
It taught me that I can do anything I put my mind to. I can juggle a degree and juggle interning and sport and radio.
I have really fond memories of just Portsmouth always being sunny and warm and just full of joy.
I've never dreamt that I would do so well.
The fact that Portsmouth were there and gave me the ability to achieve everything that I've ever wanted to achieve means so much to me.
I had a wonderful day graduating in Portsmouth.
Walking across the stage at Portsmouth Guildhall, it was overwhelming excitement, a little bit of nerves, but also a really overwhelming sense of achievement.
It was really nice to reflect with all of my friends and classmates.
People that got me through the degree, it was like really nice to go for a drink and get some food afterwards with them and go, look guys, like I wouldn't have done this without you, so let's go get a beer, like.
Since I graduated from Portsmouth, I haven't been able to keep away.
Incredibly, it's kind of been in my life over the last 25 odd years. It's kind of like family.
It seems like it's going to be a massive leap between finishing your studies and going out into the world of work.
It's okay to not know what's next.
There were times where I wanted to quit, or there were times where I felt like maybe I'm doing too much, maybe I should cut back.
If you can ride that feeling of discomfort, that's probably a really great place to be because you won't rush into something that perhaps isn't the career for you.
The careers and employability went above and beyond, and to know that they were there for 5 years after I finished university helped with the pressure of the real world.
Things do just fall into place.
I can do whatever I put my mind to. That's the impact that Portsmouth had on me.
I am incredibly proud to always be part of Portsmouth. It is part of my soul. It's part of who I am today. It's made me who I am today, and to be able to go back and keep giving back is great. Welcome to your alumni community.
Welcome to today's graduation ceremony. Before the ceremony begins, we have a few important notices. Graduands, please stay in your assigned seat, as that is the order in which you will process across the stage. A short way into the ceremony, there will be a video, at which point you will be escorted from the hall to begin your journey across the stage. As you cross the stage, you will shake hands with the presiding officer and the executive dean. If you don't wish to do so, please tuck your right hand inside the lapel of your gown and make the staff aware backstage. Your photograph will be taken as you shake hands with the presiding officer, so please look towards the camera briefly. In the event of an emergency, please follow the instructions from the Guildhall front of house team. The ceremony is about to begin. Please stand.
This is an important day in the life of the university, a day to celebrate the success of our graduates. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this ceremony and to formally declare this congregation of the university open. Please be seated.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, families, friends, and most importantly, graduates. My name is Professor Richard Thelwell, and as Executive Dean, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you here at today's Faculty of Science and Health graduation ceremony. It's a privilege for me to be sharing this very, very important day with you, not just for you as graduates, but also for your families and friends. And it gives me immense pleasure to be able to congratulate you on behalf of all of my colleagues here at the university. As we know, graduation is a significant day in everybody's life. It should be an occasion to enjoy, and I'm sure that it's one that you've looked forward to since the very day you entered the university back in your first year. Being here today is a testament to your hard work, your perseverance, your strength of character, and you've certainly all earned your place here today. Throughout your time here at Portsmouth, you will have experienced and learnt so much, and I'm sure that today brings a mixture of excitement, but also a hint of relief about your success. But I also hope that you're filled with a sense of eagerness and anticipation to be able to move on to the next stage of your life. As graduates from the School of Medicine, Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences, many of you will go on to understand, diagnose, treat human disease. You may counsel, you may advise people on their health and well-being. You'll promote a healthy lifestyle. Others may use their skills to develop other professions because of the transferable skills such as communication, resilience, analytical thinking, research capability. Of course, there are many ways to influence society. But what you are doing is leaving Portsmouth with all of the attributes of a University of Portsmouth graduate. You're now experts in your field. You possess critical and reflective knowledge. You have a deep understanding of your subject area. Your education here has made you independent, creative thinkers. You're equipped and you're ready to make the most of what you've learned. And that will enable you to push the boundaries of your knowledge. So this moment is not the end of your learning journey. In fact, it's the start of your next journey. A journey of continued learning and development throughout your life. So regardless of your career destination, we hope that you're able to leave here and continue to develop, grow and adapt as you go on your way. As the Executive Dean of Faculty, I'm immensely proud of you. And I also am very convinced that your friends and families are very proud of you. But most importantly, I hope that you take a moment to just reflect upon what you've achieved, because you should also be very proud of yourselves. So, who are those people? Well, first and foremost, there are your fellow students, your peers. They've been with you along the way. I'm certainly sure that they've experienced a number of ups with you. They've probably also experienced a number of downs with you. But they've been invaluable. They've been there by your side throughout your studies, and I sincerely hope that you remain lifelong friends. The second group, a number of them are to my right. It's my hope that you've been challenged and supported to do your very best through our excellent academic and support staff here at the university. Now, I know that they may not have always made life easy for you, and neither should they. But I do know that they would have created an environment in which you've been able to live, learn, and certainly flourish. They would also have pushed you and challenged you to be able to perform at the very best of your abilities. The final group, some might say the most important, your closest supporters, your friends and family members. They've encouraged, they've supported you throughout your whole life. They've helped you when you've needed it, they've kept faith in you, and I'm sure that they've also willed you to succeed. So never forget their support, and please also remember that today is also an incredibly important day for them too. So I've mentioned 3 groups of people there. So if you are able, I'd like you to stand up and with a warm, proper Portsmouth round of applause, possibly with some cheering, I'd like you to join me in thanking all of those who have supported you along your journey. So please be upstanding and let's thank everyone. Thank you. Not a bad start to the day, that. So, over recent years and certainly recent months, our world has unfortunately become very uncertain and more unstable. Our lives and the lives of those who are close to us have become dominated by financial crises, political instability, conflict, division and discord. And that's why days like today are so much more important. Because we continually face these challenges, we can often feel overwhelmed. We can often become quite pessimistic about what the future might hold. But graduation ceremonies, you becoming the next generation of leaders, are what brings optimism to our society. You're the people who are going to be able to go forward and bring hope for the future. So once you leave us, I hope that you remember your university fondly. I hope that you remain a very proud member of the Portsmouth family. Portsmouth, as you know, is littered with excellence. Excellence in our research, excellence in our education, excellence in the development that we provide for our students. And it's your job to make sure that you make the most of the expertise that you've been afforded to. So please don't let today be the end of your relationship with us. See it as being the new one. And I encourage you to support the next generation of graduates, because you are going to be the game changers. You're going to be the leaders who are going to influence what we do. Finally, I urge you to live by the values of your university. Be responsible. Be open, but also be ambitious, and never settle for second best. Graduates of 2025, I warmly congratulate you on all of your awards, and I wish you the very best for the future. Thank you. The university has resolved to confer the award of Honorary Doctor of the University, honoris causa, upon A.D. Williams, MBE.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests and graduates, it is with great pleasure and deep admiration that I stand before you today to present a man whose life and work exemplify the very essence of leadership, service and innovation in healthcare. Today we honour Adeyemi Williams, known to many as Adi, a pharmacist and independent prescriber, a public health advocate, a community leader and a national voice for equity and excellence in healthcare. Adi Williams is not only a distinguished alumnus of this university, but a beacon of what it means to live a life of purpose, Since graduating in 2002, he has remained connected to this institution and to the city of Bristol where he resides, mentoring students, shaping policy, and transforming lives. His journey from a young immigrant in Hove to one of the most recognized and respected figures in British pharmacy is a testament to the power of vision, compassion, and relentless dedication. As superintendent pharmacist at Bedmeston Pharmacy and director of the MJ Williams Pharmacy Group, Adi has redefined the role of the community pharmacist. He has led an award-winning pharmacy team in the UK, not through pursuit of accolades, but through a steadfast commitment to patient-centered care, innovation, and community empowerment. His leadership extends far beyond the pharmacy counter. Adi serves on the General Pharmaceutical Council, the pharmacy professional regulator, is a non-executive director at Hampshire and Isle of Wight Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust, and chairs the Quality Committee of the Bath North East Somerset Swindon Integrated Care Board. He is also a trustee of the South Care Forum, was previously on the Bristol Cathedral Council and the North Bristol NHS Trust Board, and a frequent contributor to national health policy, including work with the number 10 policy team on social prescribing. He is valued for his contribution to numerous national and professional multidisciplinary working groups and campaigns, bringing enthusiastic input, finding pragmatic and scalable interventions for complex health policy matters, alongside a passion for engaging and empowering patients. Adi's work has been recognized at the highest levels and by numerous bodies. He is a member of the Order of the British Empire for services to the NHS and his community. He has received the Royal Pharmaceutical Society's Charter Award, the Society's highest accolade, and the NHS Parliamentary Award for Excellence in Primary Care, just to name a few. He was also awarded Honorary Fellowship from the Royal Society of Public Health and the Royal Society of Arts. But perhaps what sets Adi apart most is not the titles he holds or the awards he has received, but the values he embodies. He believes deeply and unwaveringly that health inequality is a form of injustice. His work has consistently focused on addressing, with his team, the root causes of disparity, whether through improving vaccination uptake, running health campaigns, providing cardiovascular risk checks in local pubs, increasing disease education, and promoting early diagnosis of bowel and pancreatic cancer in underserved communities. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Adi's leadership and visibility became even more pronounced. He was one of only 12 NHS workers selected by the acclaimed photographer Rankin to be featured in a national portrait series celebrating the NHS's 72nd anniversary. His image, projected onto the iconic Piccadilly lights in London, became a symbol of resilience, compassion, and the quiet heroism of frontline healthcare workers. Yet in true Adi fashion, he deflected the spotlight. The NHS is all about teamwork and collective effort, he said. We are no heroes. Our ethos of shared values binds us. This humility, this deep sense of collective purpose is what makes Adi not just a leader, but a servant leader. Adi is also a passionate communicator. He is a regular voice on BBC Radio Bristol, a columnist, a documentary maker, and a speaker who brings clarity and conviction to complex health issues. He has used these platforms not to elevate himself, but to amplify the voices of patients, to educate the public, and to inspire the next generation of healthcare professionals. His story is deeply human. Born in Nigeria, he arrived in the UK as a teenager and was inspired by the quiet dignity of a local pharmacist in Hove. That early encounter sparked a lifelong passion for healthcare and community service. He has never forgotten the power of empathy, nor the importance of representation. As a Black healthcare leader, Adi has broken barriers and opened doors for others to follow. He is fondly known as the people's pharmacist, not because he seeks popularity, but because he has earned the trust and admiration of the communities he serves. Whether chairing the Bedmeston Winter Lantern Parade, advising on public art installations like the What If exhibits at Bristol's We the Curious Science Museum, or mentoring young pharmacists, Adi brings energy, integrity, and a deep sense of purpose to everything he does. Graduates, as you prepare to embark on your own journeys, let Adi Williams be your inspiration. Let his story remind you that leadership is not about titles, but about impact. That true innovation lies not in technology alone, but in compassion, collaboration, and courage. And that excellence is not a destination, but a way of being, a commitment to doing what is right, even when it is hard, even when no one is watching. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present Adeyemi Williams for the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
By the authority of the University, I admit you to the award of Honorary Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, graduates, and members of the academic community. I am truly humbled to receive this award. And following Dr. Marissa's generous oration about my work, I now find myself with the ever-daunting and most uncomfortable bit of trying to explain why I believe, we must, can, and certainly together, create a fairer, kinder world, much like I expect is exemplified by our graduates today. Your stories give us a sense, not just of why we should celebrate you, but, as other speakers have mentioned even before me, why our patients, our communities, and organizations need you to join us in this collective effort of creating the society that we all need to have to thrive and to excel. Now, I have an enduring fascination with stories, and I won't bore you with too many. And the reason why this is something that I have grown up with is because my sister, Abby, who is here with me today, on my very first day as an undergrad student, did what older peers do sometimes. They stand in for the parents. So she brought me and dropped me off at the university. But when we were growing up, she had the wonderful gift of enthralling myself and my siblings with the most fascinating stories to while away time and to give us a sense of perspective about values and to dream of a world that might have been beyond our little space that we occupied as a single-parent family that my mom shepherded. Now, as a community pharmacist, I have this wonderful, incredible privilege of listening to and treasuring the life stories that my patients share with me. This will be about their lived experiences, their hopes, their dreams, their fears and concerns, sometimes related to their health and well-being, but almost much more, because this is ever reflective of the indelible place that they place myself and my colleagues in their lives. Now, unsurprisingly, I also then carry the responsibility of using those stories to fuel lasting, replicable, and sustainable positive change everywhere I am, or I'm afforded that opportunity, And I certainly want to encourage you to sometimes seek the opportunity to make change. Don't be held back by the barriers that are there. Don't ever feel that you're not qualified enough to help to make things better wherever you find yourselves. My own story studying Portsmouth here studying pharmacy here in Portsmouth was very much an answered prayer. I had faced some rejection. Many institutions found my unique academic approach. I was studying biology, chemistry, and physics, A-levels in a year, and had no prior UK academic history, out of kilter from the established student pathways. It was a very common refrain. Will this 16-year-old make the grades needed if we were even to offer him a place? So for my very first meeting with my now retired academic course tutor, Dr. Adrian Ott, he did something which, till today, I am very humbled. He set his stall boldly and intentionally as my friend and mentor. He provided a very enriching, bountiful, encouraging, and supportive environment for me in this university. With every crisis moment, and as an undergrad, on too many occasions I turned up in crisis, his first words to me would be, "You should have told me about this earlier." Now, a standout moment for me was a letter of appeal he wrote when I'd applied to go to the United States to do academic placement, and my visa application had been refused. He rebuked them in this letter and questioned, as I quote, their commitment to supporting global talent development and leadership there. I got my visa, and I got a message back from the American embassy to him, defending their stance and commitment to the challenge that he had set to them. I want to once again today thank Dr. Hunt and the university family, including our administrative and non-academic staff especially, because of the difference that they make, and I'm sure I've made in the lives of our graduates here today as well. Here in Portsmouth, I also had the life-defining privilege of meeting Dr. Abiose Oluwabusola. So Miss Abiose Adeegbe, as she was then, was a PhD economics student, but she had opened up her life generously to carrying others along on their journey and creating a community modeled after these values. The community, called the International Fellowship of Christian Students, IFCS, international not as a qualifying identity, but reflecting a core outward value of celebrating diversity and inclusiveness, continues to do that to this very day in this university, this city, and much more beyond. I also recall being part of a student focus group she assembled to help critique a presentation of her PhD work ahead of the second annual Global Development Network Conference in Tokyo. The topic, for those of us that have an economic incline, might be of fascination, was the economic impact of women in fisheries and challenges facing women in a micro-fishery business in West Africa. It was miles away from my chemistry lab work in St. Michael's building. Still, with her thoughtful and affirming feedback on my comments to this critique, in this critique of our work, she instilled in me a lasting understanding that offering my insights could be truly valuable and can add value in creating a better outcome in any sphere of influence. So, as Dr. Mary Sears rightly mentioned, I retain a purposeful focus now on driving positive change by making quality healthcare more accessible, more equitable, and more inclusive, by supporting my colleagues to do so and give their best, helping to gather evidence and contributing to creating and shaping national policy, also ensuring that organizations that I work with deliver performance aligned to their strategic ambition. And all this is undertaken with an unapologetic resolve that is shaped by my journey, my values, and the impact that others have had on me. I know firsthand how small actions can lift the burden on others. Just look at me. I am testament to that. So the reality is, though, that as a minoritized person, a black man, I am not always met with universal acceptance in the spaces that I go into. But there's something that I carry, and I want to share that particularly with our graduates today. I carry a Portsmouth-inspired well of goodness that I can draw from. Because I know for me that Portsmouth was not just a place of education. It offered me inspiration, life-changing relationships, and a clarity that much good is possible through collaboration and joint endeavor. Our world today can be a wonderful, exhilarating, and sometimes a scary place. Everything in the age of digital enablement can seem so supercharged and fast emerging scope, but yet there are few rules or safeguards. I am proud that this university's own vision and strategic ambition is to create a beacon of excellence. It is forward-looking, but values-shaped. I have also learned on my journey, and this is most important, that it is okay to acknowledge and act on these realities. I am tired. I am scared. I am overwhelmed. We all have a role, not just clinically, but as a community and society in recognizing, preventing, and supporting ourselves and others through such periods, whether it be as a result of physical, mental, or emotional pressures or trauma. Weakness, it is? No. But an extraordinary opportunity that enables us to protect our collective humanity and strive together. Graduates, your generation faced the disruptions of the COVID-19 pandemic in your academic journeys. Today, once again, we are reminded that your success is a testament to all of us, that dreams can be fulfilled despite adversity. And I know that for some people on that journey, they may not yet have completed it. There's still a few more steps to go, but they are part of that collective success story as well. I am also especially proud of today's pharmacy graduates because upon joining the professional register, they will become the first that will also be prescribers. This will provide a transformative expertise in delivering excellent patient care through their use of their skills. And I know that the university would have endeavored to prepare them for this as well. We look forward to welcoming you into our profession with those very unique and much valued skills. So in closing, dear graduates, like yourself, I will forever be honored to be an ambassador of our university, but also, as you are, very grateful to the countless individuals who have and continue to support you and me, our family, my colleagues at the Biomedical Pharmacy, the countless individuals and organizations that I work with in hope of making a better change. And I must always acknowledge the selfless IFCS community in the university city and also far beyond. Portsmouth's celebrated hero for me is a gentleman from the 19th century. His name is John Pounds. John became a shoemaker after being crippled in a teenage accident while training in the Portsmouth shipyard. So what John would do as a shoemaker is he would gather children who were poor and homeless, and he would take them into his small workshop. And what he would then do for them is offer them food at a time of great need to enable them to stay with him and concentrate as he gave them basic reading, writing, and academic skills there. His work has inspired to help to create many charitable organizations, some of the first charitable organizations that worked on creating free education for destitute children were inspired by Mr. John Pounds of Portsmouth. So like John Pounds, all of our lives, our work and our gratitude should hopefully always be exemplified through the positive change we help to create wherever we find ourselves. This is our Portsmouth shared identity. And if there's any last thing I can say in thanking you, Just like John Pounds, sometimes our dreams may seem as though they are crippled, but there is this great strength in our individual depths that rises up when we choose to use hope and help to lift others. I'm honored by this university's acknowledgement of my work, and I'm very grateful to be here with you today. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the formal part of the ceremony, and I invite our presiding officer, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Global Engagement and Student Life, Chris Chang, and our Academic Registrar, Amy Diamond-Hobbs, to make the formal declarations. After this, our students will then process. They will first be congratulated by our Deputy Vice-Chancellor, and then by myself as the Executive Dean for the faculty. Before that, and while we're getting the students ready for their procession, we've prepared a short film that we'd like you to see, which shares some congratulatory messages from colleagues across the university.
Happy graduation day! What a journey and what an achievement.
Your hard work has paid off, and I wish you all the best of luck.
It's with great pleasure that I'm recording this message today to wish our graduates every success in the future.
It's an amazing achievement. Your academic studies will have had lots of ups and downs, and to be here and to be celebrating is wonderful.
It's been a great pleasure to be able to support your aspiration and your career plan.
Today is the result of your determination, your resilience and your amazing talent.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
You have taken the first step towards a very bright future.
Never be afraid to follow your dreams. Remember, you're the only person that can fulfill them.
We know you take many happy memories away with you, and you'll always be a part of Portsmouth.
Go forth and conquer. Your journey to transform the world starts right now.
Congratulations! You did it! Welcome to your alumni community.
Good luck to all of you who are graduating this year. Have a fantastic future career.
Congratulations from the shop!
On behalf of all the placements team, we want to wish you all the best and congratulations on such an amazing achievement.
I'm really chuffed you finished your degree, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Congratulations on your graduation! Woo! Well done, everyone!
Congratulations on graduating!
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, as Deputy Academic Registrar, I certify that all those presented at this ceremony have successfully completed their studies and have satisfied all conditions and requirements of the university.
By the authority of the university, I confirm that all those who are truly duly qualified are hereby admitted to the award for which they are presented.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates from the Faculty of Business and Law. For the award of Master of Science in International Human Resource Management, Honorary Yanan Ingliel. Anjusha Kolarai. Rohit Raju. The award of Master of Science in Project Management, Arun Kumar Budu. Kalyan Kotapalli. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, presentation of students for the Faculty of Business and Law. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the School of Environment and Life Sciences. For the award of Master of Research in Science, Biochemistry, Charlotte Heath. The award of Master of Research in Science, Biological Sciences, Martina Bayou. Charlie Geimer. The award of Master of Research in Science, Microbiology, Harshini J. Balan Krishnamurthy. The award of Master of Research in Science, Molecular Mechanisms of Disease, Danusia Ehrambapali. Guthman Alangovan. The award of Master of Research in Science, Neurosciences, Mariana Bandera de Lima Varela Pereira. Rachel Stevens. The award of Master of Research in Science and Health, Freya Herborn. Luke Hyde. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of students from the School of Environment and Life Sciences. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates for the School of Medicine, Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Applied Biomedical Science, Shay Adams. Daniel Gillard. Ewan Hay. Adam Holloway. Louise Ray Smythe. Eleanor Sutherland. With the Most Accomplished Apprentice Award, Abigail Watson. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Hudayfa Abuka. Abigail Adenike. Mohammed Ahmed. Omar Ashraf. Rachel Awadigadi. Oluwayoyin Seo Bamdele. Freya Bayliss. Virginia Bellardo. Emma Beard. Maisie Beth. Akasur Boating. Chloe Burden. With the Oxford University Press Achievement in Biosciences Prize, Emily Charsley. Lisa Tutor. Jessica Courtney. William Endicott. Rowan Evans. Clara Gilliard. Sadida Hassan. Amy Hawkins. Zara Hooking. Sudu Gemma. Madison Jones. Oliver Jones. Patrick Kaluzny. Ibrahim Mahmoud Mohammed Kandil. Law Chuklam. Charlotte Lee. Ali Malik. Tracy Manso. Jake Meek. Dafine Nalugo Musoni. Deborah Grace Oji. Ayushi Patel. Georgia Penny. Christopus Potsevicius. Olivia Pritchard. Rakiba Rahman. Anyong Rai. Stuart Raw. William Robbins. Rashika Scott. Tegan Smith. Daniel Story. Imogen Rose Sims. With the IBMS President's Prize, Leanne Vega. Georgie Wells. James Whitehead. Dion Wright. Eve Wright.
For the award of Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Studies, Ruth Boloetefe Adekoya. Fahad Alwan. Marie Conte. Richard Frimpong. Merrin George. Han Ju Yeon. Aya Hassan. Georgina Menz. Alaro Odoch. Mohammed Rahman. Sonata Saleh. For the award of the Bachelor of Science in Pharmacology, Mahasin Ahmed. Anjali AJ. Naomi Aluebo Saleh. Jake Brown. Althea Capin. Alicia Carter. Alicia Chambers. With the British Pharmacological Society Contribution to Pharmacology Award, Suhane Chandok. Zoe Clarkson-Williams. Willow Corrin. With the British Pharmacological Society Undergraduate Pharmacology Prize, Oliver Cox. Tamsin Crease. Brenda Ederu Assi. Safa El Bushra. Ahmed Fail. Gabrielle Foxlow. With the Professor Jan Shute Memorial Prize, Leila Francis. With the Professor Mike Parsons Memorial Prize, Ben Franey. Mahan Agbinazar. Caitlin Holmes. Batul Ishak. Sumaya Isa. Trinity James. Nicole Cabocci. Owen Mack. Jodie McDonough. Georgina Messenbird. Sharon Tatenda Mugarasi. Mona Akasha. Elizabeth Oliphant. Holly Pryor. Somia Suthan. Sinthujan Vaikanandan. For the award of Master of Pharmacy in Pharmacy, Hannah Henny Ebeldeki Mohammed Abelkadir. Teresio Ablosu. Josie Adore. Ramisha Ahmed. Saida Ahmed. Tasnia Ahmed. Fahim Akhtar. Ryan Khaled Alayubi. Yusuf Albayati. Noor Ali. Rania Al-Kandari. Sirin Al-Kandari. Ella Alani. Banda Mubarak Al-Meteri. With the Vicky Harmer Prize, Jerusalem Ambasaga. Christabel Amwa. Sabina Ayathure. Janan Balakrishnan. Emanuela Barnes. Gerald Binu. With the Alta Fire Prize, Emily Broughton. Carolina Bujol. Mahira Chowdhury. Rehana Chowdhury. Nishat Chowdhury. Pamela Derajay. With the National Pharmacy Association Prize for Pharmacology, Chisholm Patience Echegini. David Famakin. Mame Forsin. Edwin Francis. Eleanor Green. Jasmine Grinstead. Nathan Jesse. Sadra Hamid. Alexandra Hammond-Turner. Yoon Ji-han. Manira Hassan. Anika Hock. Annie Houghton. With the Day-Lewis Prize for Excellence, Sophie Hulse. Haroon Hussain. Richard Jacob. Somaya Jaswal. Felix John. Jacob Johnson. Jovin Jose. Anne-Maria Joy. Ahmed Karim. Harsimran Kaur. Komalpreet Kaur. Hamza Khan. Medina Khan. Sarah Amrin Khan. Florence Kumalafe. Alan Concheria. Sakina Lamucci. Rachel Lockhart. Luke Miller. Mubashra Mohammed. Veronica Natisa. Ryan O'Connor. Holly Oatley. Oluwatomi Natasha Oba-Rotimi. Philip Odogwu. Mary Olaniyi. Oluwatobiloba Alan Lokun. Cynthia U. Stephen Opokuware. Mihalis Panyayutu. Asifa Poswell. Harpage Potwell. Jana Tarek Hassan Mohammed Ali Ragab. Omio Rahman. Mina Rashid. Rusul Rashid. Mace Sabah. Hamsha Safi. Nimra Safi. Mia Sajid. Koltar Saleh. Yobel Solomon. Charlotte Southern. Deepti Tamang. Simon Taylor. Agape Thama. Justin Thomas. Anne Thompson. Hanifa Uddin. Hassan Vakil. Tohina Vigneswaran. Amy Whitfield. Safa Maria Muniz.
For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Independent Prescribing for Pharmacists, Pari Asgaunka. Jessica Baker-Hayes. Masvita Cherimamanga. Yinyi Chawa. Victoria Daramola Igoi. Karen Evans. Emma Green. Daniel Hanna. Chloe Heather. Sarah Ingram. Kirstine Russell Inviono. Kaula Ishmael. Shakti Virjay Katia. Hania Majidi. Rachel Mendonça. Rishi Patel. Najwa Rabi. Saprit Sahota. Yasmin Saeed Najjar. Anita Shetty. Natasha Hughes. Alex Savaro. Alvina Sapan. Raya Suleiman. Yamwen Tan. Mohammed Adin. For the award of Master of Science in Medical Biotechnology, Elias Al-Hili. Pradeep Kamer Ayaipan. Zach Bentley. Gabrielle Akash Shreyas Christy Michael. Shannon Garside. Sharon Gatika. Megan Harfield. Mohammed Kamrul Islam. Mathrula Mahan Kochiparampil. Mohammed Usman Mercer. Zinat Mohammadi. Joy Ososoyi. Daniel Plahe. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Medicine, Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences for a programme of research in CRISPR-Cas9-based editing of DMD in Xenobus tropicals for the development and characterisation of a novel model of Duchenne muscular dystrophy, Namada Alice. For a programme of research in the identification and analysis of mitochondrial DNA aberrations using novel bioinformatic pipelines in diseases with mitochondrial implications, Christopher Fern. For a programme of research in the exploration of plastic-degrading bacteria using multi-omic approaches, Josephine Herbert. For a programme of research in predicting exacerbations of chronic bronchial sepsis in airways disease, non-invasive biomarkers and home physiological monitoring, Thomas Jones. For a programme of research in the role of corticotrophin-releasing hormone stress neurohormones in the viability and proliferation of brain tumours, Ana Rita Montero. For a programme of research in evaluating training, interventions for the management of urinary symptoms and potential biomarkers for the diagnosis of urinary tract infections, Rachel Oluwakemi Udambaku. For a programme of research in microfluidic manufacture of nanomedicines for brain disease, Karim Usuli Bostanabad. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of students from the School of Medicine, Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences and for today's ceremony.
Presiding Officer, I present to you Christabel Amoa to respond to the University on behalf of the graduates.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honour to stand before you today and speak on behalf of the class of 2025, a class that has shown perseverance, passion, and so much potential. Today is a celebration, not just of what we've learned, but of who we've become. So I would like to begin by congratulating us all on this incredible achievement. Our time at the University of Portsmouth has been shaped by challenges that tested our thinking and moments that expanded it. From our first to our final lectures, it's been about more than just knowledge. It's been about finding light in ourselves, in each other, and in the moments we didn't expect. Through lectures, seminars, placements, or independent study, we've all faced times of uncertainty and breakthrough. Times where things finally clicked, confidence grew, and we saw just how far we'd come. Moments of insight didn't just illuminate our own paths, but they helped us uplift others too. As American author Edith Wharton once said, there are two ways of spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. And over these years, we've learned to be both, sharing knowledge and reflecting strength, support, and hope. We arrived with questions about the world, our futures, and our place within them. Now, we leave ready to innovate, improve lives, and contribute meaningfully, not just as professionals, but as thoughtful capable individuals. To the University of Portsmouth, thank you for being a place of growth and opportunity. To the Students' Union, for building community and voice. To the academic staff and library team, thank you for continuously lighting the way. And to our peers, thank you for the shared notes, emotional support snacks, and that quiet reassurance that we're in this together. We are no longer who we were. We are more prepared, more courageous, and ready to make an impact. So as we step into this next chapter, let us look to the future with hope and excitement, as I have a strong feeling it's going to be a bright one. Congratulations, class of 2025. We hit it. Thank you.
It is at this point of the ceremony that we will normally hear from our Chancellor, Karen Blackett, who is unfortunately unable to be with us today. She, however, likes not to miss a graduation ceremony, so let's hear a specially recorded message from Karen.
Hi, I'm Karen Blackett, and I have the immense privilege of being the Chancellor of the University of Portsmouth. Firstly, a massive congratulations on becoming a University of Portsmouth graduate. We have something in common. I'm also a graduate of the university. I graduated here in this very room in 1992, and I have very fond memories of that day. I especially remember my parents beaming with pride. They were first-generation immigrants from Barbados, and hence my graduation was a great achievement, not just for me, but for all three of us. Walking across the stage in the Guildhall, I felt immensely happy and relieved. But I also felt something else as soon as I walked down the steps on the other side of the stage. I felt nervous about what would come next. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but I had no idea how to get there. You might be feeling that too. Maybe you're not sure where you want to go now. Or, like me, you have an idea, you know, but you're not sure how to get there. Even if you have your first step lined up, you might still be apprehensive. That is entirely natural. Think back to the days before you started your degree and you walked into the lecture hall for the very first time. How are you feeling? Excited, but also worried or nervous about the work or about the people. And look where you are now. You'll feel this time and again in life at times of change and challenge. Excitement and anxiety are two sides of the same coin. Please let excitement win. The changes and challenges you'll experience keep life fresh and interesting and keep us learning. Twists and turns in the road make us look again at the scenery. And when we find one pathway closed, we learn to take a different route. When I was finishing uni, I knew I wanted a career in advertising. And there I was, graduation day 1992, with a degree in geography. I knew nothing about the advertising industry, I had no connections, and I knew no one that could help me find the route in. So I researched. What areas could I work in? How do I get into the industry? I applied myself to finding answers, and I applied to so many graduate training programs, and I applied for what felt like hundreds of entry-level jobs, and I got rejected more times than I can remember. I didn't give up. With each setback, I came back, flexed, and I changed my approach. You need to have bounce back ability. Yes, a new word, and I need you to learn and remember it. I stopped fixating on the destination. I started thinking about my skills I had learnt. As part of my geography degree, I had completed a statistics module. When I saw an ad for a trainee media auditor, I thought statistics might get me in the door. And I was right. But at my interview, they saw something in me. They believed I had what it took to work in a different area, media planning. And that's how I got started in the advertising industry. Was it plain sailing from there? No. In the early 90s, not many people in advertising looked like me. Despite the industry being 50-50 in terms of gender split, there weren't many women at the top. And there were no black women at the top at all. Most leaders had gone to a handful of universities and were networked and connected to each other. I could have given up and said, this doesn't look like a place for me. I can't see anyone that looks like me or has my background. But your career, like your life, isn't meant to be easy. Ultimately, it's what you make it. I firmly believe in persistence and resilience. Throughout your journey, you will experience what psychologists call learning dips. They are entirely natural. As you learn something new, your performance naturally dips. But as you get the hang of it, your performance starts to peak again. There will, of course, be things that go wrong, things that do not go to plan. When that happens, repeat these words. Minor setback equals a major comeback. When something doesn't work, ask what you can learn from it. That's how you come back stronger and do better. And I've learnt that from experience. Over the past 30 plus years, I learned how to help my industry change. And the industry learned to do things differently. The world of advertising and marketing communications today is much more diverse than it ever was. Is my mission over? Am I done? Hell no. I'm now a board member of Diageo, a top 10 FTSE 100 company. I have literally just joined the board of the British Fashion Council, and I'm a non-executive director for the UK government in their Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. My journey of learning and growth is ongoing. Here you are at the end of one learning journey, and let me tell you, you'll never stop learning. Today is not an ending, it's your beginning. The world in which you walk today looks dramatically different from when I graduated. It also looks dramatically different from just 1 year ago. The world feels more divided than it ever did. There are negative influences trying to encourage us to fear, hate and reject our differences, to separate and isolate rather than come together and care for each other with collective responsibility. You have the ability to change this world. I genuinely believe everyone has a superhero power inside of them. Find yours, nurture it, and use it wisely. Celebrate the things that make you unique, and don't you dare try to blend or fit in. Find some genuine cheerleaders, the people that know the true you, all of your hopes as well as all of your fears. They will support and advise you on life's journey. They will help pick you up when you fall and give you the wings and oxygen to fly even higher. You might well be sitting with your cheerleaders today. You can find others in your new global family of more than 250,000 Portsmouth alumni, and that includes me. Tap into the wonderful connections, networks and mentoring this community opens up. And please, cheerlead others just as hard as they cheerlead you. Pay it forward. Be the change that you want to see. The world is yours for the taking, and it needs you now more than ever. But please find your joy. Today, however, celebrate. You deserve it. Congratulations on becoming a University of Portsmouth graduate, class of 2025.
I want to add my congratulations to all of you who have graduated, and also to all those who supported the graduates while they studied at the university. I now declare the congregation closed. Please be upstanding for the academic procession.